everyone. We have been here in Utah for a little bit now and have still yet to do a hike, so we are going to take care of that today. We're at a pretty popular slot canyon hike, so I'm hoping it's not too busy out there on the trail. It looks like people are arriving here, so we're gonna get a move on.
Oh my love, you're such a fragile thing, I know. And with the winter comes the ice, the snow, but I'm here to hold. And oh my love, don't worry.
And we're off. We've already hit like 2 little scrambles in the very beginning, which I have a feeling is an indication that there's plenty more of those to come. It sure is pretty though.
Sun as it warms our bed. I'm lying.
Piper's having the best time. She loves going on hikes. It's like her favorite thing in the whole world. She scrambles rocks like no other. She could clear probably about, I don't know, 4 feet.
I'd say 4 is probably her upper limit.
From like a standstill jump.
She got half.
To share.
Are you a crazy dog? Are you a crazy dog? Are you a crazy canyon dog?
The seasons come and they go, but I hope you know.
This is probably some of our most favorite terrain. When we think of Utah, this is exactly what we think of.
It's supposed to be 90 today, which is like the hottest that it's been since we've been in Utah. But the fact that these like cliffs are around us means that it is like air conditioned down here. It is not nearly as hot inside the canyon. It is a perfect day for this kind of hike.
Except for when you're out there in the sun. Piper, I think I found your new home. It's like a nice studio apartment. You might have a roommate.
But I'm here to hold. No, my love, don't worry about the cold.
Not many people know this, but these Cheetos are actually native to this canyon here. These are wild Cheetos. Right?
Yep.
Is it break time already? We're not even like a quarter of the way there. Slacking over here. Back on the move. That's all she needed. A little rest.
When I say I'm not afraid.
Halfway point.
It's a sapling sandwich.
This one's had the water bottle treatment.
We're at 4.47 miles according to my watch, which should put us at less than half to go. It's almost 1 o'clock now, so the sun is coming straight down, so it's much hotter than it was when we started. We're coming up to the second canyon section of this hike, so we're hoping for a little bit of shade.
Apparently, because this is a loop trail, kind of like when we did Pickett's Post, there's like a interesting part of the trail and then there's like a less interesting part, and just like that hike, we opted to save the best for last. So there should be some really interesting slot canyons coming up.
It's hard to believe because we've gone through some really interesting slot canyons.
I know, it's already been like a 10 out of 10 picturesque hike. PB&J ingested, and we're back on the move. Only like 4 more miles to go. Definitely starting to get more into some slot canyon stuff here. It's kind of like a weird video game too. Some of these drop-offs and scrambles are pretty steep, so you kind of got to find the correct way to go. question for YouTube. Does this stuff freak you out as much as it freaks Jess out? Jess hates porous holes like this. Jess, run your hand across this.
We gotta go. I can't be here.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, I hate them. Let's get out of here.
Nice and porous. Tight. I wouldn't want to be in here.
Trying to flood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
This is definitely the Utah experience I think we were after. If anybody else is coming the other way, we're gonna get to know them real well. Made it to civilization. That's where we just came from. Very tight. Onward. I lied, we're back in the tightness of a slot canyon again. So I think now we officially have made it through the tightest part of the canyon. We didn't hit that much traffic at all. I was really kind of worried about that when we started this because, like I said, this is a super popular slot canyon hike to do. But of course, on the tightest section is when we hit the most traffic. I think we hit like 2 groups of like 3 or 4 people, and it was a tight squeeze getting through there. I'm impressed with how not busy it has been. Overall, I'd say this is probably our favorite hike we've done so far since being out west here in the last few months.
I am starving. Back with the goods. Ooh. You would give me the verdict. This place came with a lot of good reviews.
It is very good. Some of these places, when you go to like the small mom and pop places, it tastes like a backyard grilled burger. This doesn't taste like that. It's like somewhere between a backyard grilled burger and like, but it has that like fast foody, like professionalism to it. I don't know.
Like, so like a restaurant burger?
It's very much like a restaurant burger.
That we bought from a restaurant?
I guess so. I guess that all checks out then. So we have made it to one of our favorite camp spots in the country, which is to say we are parked at a Love's truck stop at the moment. Our original plan was to head to a spot somewhere on public land, but the few spots we went and checked out just didn't feel suitable for the night. We've stayed at this truck stop before. We know you can spend the night here, and we have an early morning tomorrow anyway, so it's just for an overnight. Our time out here is starting to dwindle. We only have a few more weeks here out in the western states before we head back east. That's not to say we don't have a few stops planned in between here and home. We have a few things up our sleeve to pass the time for the next less than 2 weeks. So with all of that said, Jess is gonna put a dent in this massive quart of ice cream she has. I think that's gonna be our night, and we will see you guys in the next one.